possessions. They'll run it to the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted in the first.
Yeah, I'm one of them. What do you do this defense shit, son?
You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you want to open up. It isn't how you want to start. This offense is going to go on the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of this game.
Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes those 3 to 4 yard runs. Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Don't ever disrespect me and pick Rutgers. Nigga, fuck is wrong with you?
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. To the air, it's Ncaa. That's reeled in, it's Ncaa. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a Great job on the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're going to pick fucking
Time
records.
winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground, it's on. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. That's it, fly. It's complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. After that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Oh, they gave my nigga number 20, sloth.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The play-action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play
So
action.
retarded ass.
Offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes.
Oh, my God.
Man, they had their ears pinned back.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Working on the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight ends.
I don't know why you still talking to me, to be honest.
Which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's stuffed. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Sets up the screen. They'll spot the ball on the ball after that completion. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to a running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on
Yeah, you from New Jersey?
forced the incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
Fuck New Jersey. Again.
Timeout is the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
What the fuck are you doing, stupid?
Way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off.
This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Lost the throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's up. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The short hands, it's Burks. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot
Facts.
at the half and came up empty.
I really don't give a fuck, to be honest.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. You've got a tie game. You've got so much football left to play here in the second half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical, they've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something going.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw it.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job at hooking them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd and 2nd and 10. Wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB. Sits back in the pocket and tells he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home. Take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take any big shifts.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for a pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. They'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, you see the yellow line, go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The short hands, it's done. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Campbell. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third down some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's strong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this is a big drive for this offense. Man, late in this football game, you need completions, but let's not forget to work the sidelines. Make sure we get first downs. Huge drive coming.
Throwing right. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a good job by this coach. The two-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the field.
Waiting moments, huge fourth down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. On that last drive, fourth and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. Let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
This offense has failed on its previous two fourth down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Sooners have it with the first and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Under fire. Makes the grab, it's Burks.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. And they moved out front here on the floor.
That's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Yeah, buddy, you're quiet now. You're by my ass up. Yeah. And all that fucking yapping. Shut your weak ass up.
He'll take it in to touchback, save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch, can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team. Staying focused, understand it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Ncaa. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He turns it loose to the left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
With the catch, it's Burks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
It'll be third and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They knocked him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeps it on the draw. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Sooners will try to convert on fourth down. That's caught. It's Burks. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Great drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gators will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Quarterback adapted. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick step and go. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they want wide open spaces. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting it on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. It's a seam wide open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got a man. It's Sturdivant. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Steamrolls his way ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. Can't just lead my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's loose.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Touchdown Sooners. A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks, it's Wilson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Pulls it in, it's ball. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. He works his way across the 40-yard. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. defense not showing press coverage. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it. Even in this...
Oh, a lot of space. There he goes. He's at the... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the touchdown Sooners. The defense. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wasting no time taking a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Finds the tight end. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Gets it out fast. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On the ground, it's Thomas. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Takes the handoff. It's Ncaa. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Ncaa. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. This drive from the 42. To the air, it's Aguilar. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. Hey, you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. Doesn't doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll down this one right at midfield. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Parrish. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The throw to the outside is complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Makes the grab, and he murders over the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback extends the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burks. It's a running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Makes the grab, and he'll be brought down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Gives it on the option. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
There he goes. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They booted away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the...
Into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
You talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look sick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Finds his big tight end. He's not going to... Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Ncaa. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. And we've lost a lot of them.
Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Sooners are flying down the field. To the air. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Still looking on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
He'll pull it down and run. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. the gun. The running back looking for room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Under fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Manning. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Moving out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. There's the pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. It falls incomplete, and will change into the field to get things started back up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up.
Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Off the RPO, complete. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch.
Bum.
The defense will force a turnover on
Pick the
down.
best team on the game and lost. Bum.
Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to the offense.
Bum.
Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Sweet cut there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has
First down.
to move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a crease. It's up. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Pick the best team on the game and lost. You suck. You suck. Get out the net.
They knew they needed to
Bum.
execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this.
Hey, you got the #1 team on the game and suck.
And seal it for you.
Hey, you was undefeated? Who'd you play?
That one bounds.
Who'd you play to be undefeated?
It'll be a touchback.
You not one of them, bro.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just...
Quit.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win.
Fucking terrible.
Let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Fucking terrible. This nigga is sorry. Sorry. Pick the number one team on the game and lost at home. Nigga suck.
Wants to throw on first down.
Nope.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance.
Get a deep ball.
Down the field. Pressure coming.
Sack. You suck.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. No.
Hey, what's the scoreboard say? I can't see the score.
Chunk yardage. The throw. Complete to the left. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one way. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Terrible. Boomer Sooner. Boomer Sooner. Boomer Sooner. You're not undefeated no more, brother. But I am.
Who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat.
Walk in your trap, take over your trap.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Nigga's a loser. I think it's a loser. Good game, Bob.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
The Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Oh, sweet feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. gets set, first down. The run to the left. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. LSU right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the misfire, it's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Sooners will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
He's loose. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground.
All out of space. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Might be looking to run. They get to him as he throws. Grab near the marker. It's Sategna. Turning on the Jets. He's at the top. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snatch it quickly on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Fires to the big fella. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Ran through the contact. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Quickly complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know...
It's a running room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Moss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. The give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Burks. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's up. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense.
Converts on fourth down, still going. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's up. He goes out of bounds across the 25, parking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Catch in the middle. It's up. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give from the gun. There he goes. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Gibson. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
This nigga did some freaky shit before half.
He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and 8. Long way to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A pickup of 8. Now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing.
I'm trying to get to 8. Oh.
Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunky.
Texas, I was playing Texas. They should have beat me.
More guys to the line of scrimmage. Gotta get
Y'all did some nut shit.
That's way too easy.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the outbound. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This nigga running back crazy.
Example of the defense there, time on the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He's coming around the corner.
But no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, going up top. Under fire. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh.
Shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play.
Bro.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
I think the Texas A&M receiving core is fucking fun.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Running into the open space. He's finally shoved out of bounds on the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. So first down will open up the final period.
Come on.
The quick out.
execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
God, Texas A&M got some shit on offense. All they receivers is fast.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Marches ahead. He will not get there. Brought down at the one, and the two-point try is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
That fucking touchdown of his running back for the half was crazy.
He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it up. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Gonna take a shot.
Bombs over bag. Come on.
Incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Burks.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play in the pocket at the 33.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Extending the play. Wide open spaces. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown Sooners.
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen for somebody. Call a pass, throw the football down the field. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. Will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
time.
Chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout
Fucking
called
right
there by the
there.
defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Got it behind the line. It's Concepcion.
What the fuck?
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
Rides the bag and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Off play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Oh shit.
Do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Let's go.
That is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Lost a pass, a clock an enemy. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Connection to the right. It's a seam wide open. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Pocket breaking down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to
I'm different.
With only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
I am different, fool. That's crazy. I ain't gonna cap.
snaps it in the shotgun. Grab behind the line.
Oh my God, juke, man.
He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20.
What should I do? Prevent? I'm different.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield.
Let's go.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it.
How do you post that? I gotta post that, bro. Niggas being my 2 touchdowns, 2 minutes left.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Moves away as he feels pressure.
Ball game. Stupid.
That'll be the ball game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
This nigga Mateer is different. I ain't gonna cap. Got Baker Mayfield Jr. in this motherfucker song.
You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum.
I didn't hold on to. That's not even a real character.
Teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive. And now
How do you save it? How you save the clip?
That's going to do it from here.
Save recent gameplay. Last 30 minutes. How long you think it was? Like last what? I was gonna last 15. Dang. I'm like 1,000. Now I got 4 more games. Oh my God, I should have lost that one. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh my God, I don't want to even play another one. I got 2 more away games and I got 2 home games. That game was crazy. Oh my God. I ain't even trying to. That was crazy. That was wild. That was wild. A tier is different for that.
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will go away to start the game.
Why they got Florida ranked so high? These niggas won the same amount of games we won. You think Lagway gonna be their savior?
And he'll just take the knee.
But tear that nigga, bro.
Drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Great job at continuing
Ah,
by
if you break that tackle, we to the apartments. Promise you.
man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds his man. It's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little around cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air. It's Mateer. It's complete to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run because obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback now breaking the field. Inside the 45. He's loose. They'll run him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
He can throw it.
Nigga was wide open to tight end. I don't know why I didn't throw that shit.
What can he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. On its first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Gonna run it. It's Ncaa. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The
pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners.
No bones about it on that third down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns. And it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the air, it's Blackway. That's reeled in, it's Livingston. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw for it. That's good. It's caught. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry up.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Gonna swing it on second down. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just dribbled through his fingers.
The quarterback could not have blocked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Bring in the heat. Pressure all on the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive up. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Blackway.
Let's go.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time. Man, and he paid for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that in his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down with a nice pickup there.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, going to the air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's design, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
They're working that left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Coming out with it and talking. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. It's Flagway. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And the Sooners will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll blow it down. Still on his feet at the 25. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's up. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's third and 5. Snagged in the middle. It's hot. Oh, a lot of space. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. started. take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got room to work. There he goes. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. It's Manning. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Whistled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sideline. Short of the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, we saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. The Gamecocks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive.
job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
South Carolina, 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throwing catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Oh, that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back. I mean, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it in the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Purdy on the Jets. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. Here comes the heat. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. And a nice job understanding just going to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just running the ball downhill or first. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, they're after him. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Swings it out to the flat. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it's a good example.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the air, it's Manning. Working that left side now. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. To a drive there of 84 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little move out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Corner's going to give them room. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they head it out to the 44 with the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Brown. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets back as he throws the football. His job is chasing with the defense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. Gets the first himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbour. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Under fire. Using his legs to buy some time. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play.
Big.
Picked off. That's not the start.
Dingy.
Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown. And the ball goes just to pluck it out of the air for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Setting up the screen. At the 45, on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up to the line of scrimmage again.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Ncaa. He got a step and just dusted the field. That was a lightning-fast drive. It ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd not ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the outside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile player.
Power football with the run. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
I'm really impressed by this pass rusher. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The DBs will back off a bit. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Still on his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Now adjusting. He throws into the middle of the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Return takes it in. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going over the top. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Powers through the defender. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Casper. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Moore will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down.
Forget the kick, he wants to throw it. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up, and you can get to the quarterback and affect them. We all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Scrambling away. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. Lots of room to run. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance. Put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Casper. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Finds his man. It's Peoples. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they were looking looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Turning it on! Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.